I think this is the cheapest guitar I've ever bought, and Music Radar said it's the perfect place to begin. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's because it is. Right, so I don't normally do this where I unbox stuff, but I thought this, well, first of all, this package looks weird. It's made of 2 cardboard boxes. Didn't they have a package for the guitar? And it's so cheap, I want to see what's inside. Okay, so there is actually a cardboard box inside. Let's get rid of that. Now, it's only taped on one side. There. Yep, that's the only place where it was taped. What? 63 euros. And it comes with a bag. What the Sorry, I almost said a bad word almost there. And a strap. Just doesn't usually happen. And with the whammy bar and the useless cable and the key for the truss rod. And a pick. 2 picks. I'll have to get some close-ups of this, but it looks to have a couple of marks, dings on it, small ones, and some dirt. And it's like it's unfinished. It's like there's nothing on it. It's just the wood. That's what it feels like. First of all, there's this gaping hole here that's normally never there. Secondly, looking at the whammy bar, it looks like it's not straight. And the same thing here. Or then the pick guard isn't straight. There's 1 volume, 1 tone. I'm gonna leave... What? It looks like the nut isn't straight on there either. And there's a sharp bit by the nut here from whatever this fretboard is made of. Probably made from, I can't believe it's not wood. At this price point, I won't be critical of parts, really. It has that cheap trem block. The pickups will be cheap, the nut will be cheap, everything will be cheap because it's so cheap. Okay, it was on sale. It regularly costs over 100 euros. That's a lot of money. 63.30 plus postage, I think it was. I haven't even set this up all that properly. I mean, I've tuned it and all that. I had to look inside to see what it's eaten because, well, you can see here the pickup switch is a cheap PCB type thing where, according to Philip McKnight, it might work one day, it might work 10 years or something like that. So it's the cheapest of the cheap. I'll be blunt, I'll be honest, straight from the get-go. This is probably the worst guitar I've ever had here in this studio. And I've had some shocking ones. I've had the Zuway Strat, which springs to mind instantly. That was, well, this is thereabouts. But this isn't any old, like, AliExpress rubbish. This is supposedly by a major player, kind of. I mean, you've heard of Harley Benton. This is Gear for Music's equivalent. LA Guitars. So what's wrong with this? Before I talk about what's wrong with this, I mean, it's not the wood or anything like that, because it could be made of plywood for all I care at this price, as long as it works. But it doesn't. Not really. So in the hands of someone who knows how to play a bit, it can sound fine. Playing this guitar is a bit like that shower scene from the movie Psycho. Maybe. What alerted me to there being something wrong was instantly how it felt. I hadn't even played it yet, but it felt weird. Did a couple of... Okay, nothing out of the ordinary. I always take off this back cover, and I started looking at the trem block, which it's that small kind of thing, but I noticed it's not evenly there. It's askew, slightly askew, crookedly there. The distance from there to there is not the same as from there to there. I'm not sure if I can show you in the pictures. And that started me looking a bit closer. I never measure anything on the guitars that I try here, because I assume I don't really have to. Maybe I have to start. Because this isn't even as well either. The pickguard here looks like it's cut by Stevie Wonder. The nut is not straight. It's wonky. The distance from the first fret to the nut is not the same from here to there as from here to there. I mean, these are major issues. It has a scrape there, a ding there, some kind of rubbish there. And then what's up with the D string? The action is 1.75 on the low E string, 1.5 on the high E string. So it's not ridiculously low. The nut was interesting because I almost, taking it out of the cardboard box and the wrapping, I almost cut myself on something here. And then the D string. Sounds like a sitar. Yay. But it gets worse. I mean, what the actual... What the fuck is this? There's nothing after this last fret where it should be able to catch. I don't know what's going on. And now, if you're a beginner, well, the person who buys this guitar is a beginner. You're not buying this as a mod platform. You're not buying to upgrade this. And I've been playing guitar for 35 years soon, and I don't know what this is about. Because the neck is straight enough. I don't have a notched, I have to buy a notched straight edge. The frets aren't sticking up apart from a couple around here. So it was the 11th fret and the 14th, 13th. That's not a huge issue. Checked with the string, what's it called? The feeler gauge. You can get it under the actual fret, which means that the fret has popped up, and you can probably just hammer it back in. Same with the 11th fret. So they're not unevenly finished, which would be a bigger issue. I mean, I expected it to be made of something rubbish. I expected this to be mother of toilet seat, maybe with some poo on it still. I don't know what to say. Normally I set up the bridge so that it's in a floating position. I was expecting that. Didn't even have to do... Well, I did press it down a fair bit. This is unsellable. I mean, I don't mind the offset body or... it's absolute shite. Absolute steaming horse droppings. Some of the fret ends are a bit sharp as well. No actual sprouts. Yet. I don't think this guitar has any redeeming qualities. Even at this price. Get whatever else. What the... Seems something happened to the... Oh, Jesus. I have to take a picture of that. That wasn't like this when I started this video. Oh my god. I'm gonna use this as some kind of experimentation. I'll learn luthier on this. It's absolutely terrible. Worst guitar I've tried. So, Music Radar. If you read Music Radar's reviews, I wouldn't trust them very far. I'm not saying that they're lying, because I don't know. Maybe they've been sent one from Gear for Music. Maybe they've handpicked one of the best ones, set it up really nicely and everything. But if you just buy one of these from Gear for Music and you get this, I mean, they say it's the perfect place to begin. It's the perfect place to begin your descent into depression. It's not even firewood. Why does it have that hole here? Added ventilation for the pickups. The world is awash with all kinds of alternatives to this. If you want to check out some alternatives, Strat types, there's a video here. They're all so much better. There's also a link in the description. It is an affiliate link with some better alternatives than this. I personally recommend, if you're going for this price point, the Indio Classic Strat, which I don't have a link for, or the Harley Benton SD62, which I do have a link for. I can't sell this. I won't even donate this. I don't think anyone should be playing something like this. Hope I saved you a few bucks. Take care. See you. Bye.